I'm alone, but hanging out with all of you for another episode of the Blathering Live. Mr. McClunky's here. Kingsport Cal is here. Laserbolt's here. Taking a moment from flying his aeroplanes on the computer. You should all check that out. Friday night flights with Laserbolt videos. Mandalorian Jedi, a.k.a. Scarlet Wolf, is here. Greetings and salutations. Will McLean says what I'm thinking. Is it Saturday yet? We're here. Almost halfway through another month, which is... what? Means I'm more than halfway through another life. JMV, James Holmes. It's a little earlier for James Holmes. We're a half hour earlier than normal. His pajamas are still on over there in the UK. Kingsport Cal called me a cult leader. Our true cult leader, producer Steve, might be here a little bit later, but it's a Saturday. We're just hanging out. Phone lines are open. And I'm here for about an hour. So if you're live, ask me something. Not ask me anything. Ask me something. I'm drinking a little rum and diet. Dr. Addie's here as well. Silly Saturdays. Ethan's here as well. I'm trying to make sure I say everyone who I see. Anka's here. Anka Van Dorn from the GPA days. Actually, Mr. McClunky and Laserbolt drinking from their GPA glasses. I don't have mine anymore. It may have been lost in the shuffle of the last year, but I do have my Smokehouse little tumbler. And there was some rum in there. There was some diet in there. So now's your chance. Now's your chance to ask me something. I don't know what that means. We normally try to avoid the news on Silly Saturdays. That's why we have Silly Saturdays, because the week is usually rough. And a lot of things, a lot of confusing things, a lot of crazy things, a lot of scary things, a lot of anxiety-inducing things. You know, we were like a minute away from nuclear war. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we still might be. Who knows? I feel like I'm in the heart of the 80s. Duck and cover. But I really am still, I think a lot of us are basking in the glory of the Artemis II mission. And as I said on the show Thursday, I didn't follow as closely as others. Thanks to Dr. Addy for adding, for updating on us. And we had that science segment about it a couple weeks ago. But I wasn't glued to the footage as much as other folks. But I wish I had seen some of the key moments. I was trying to watch them land yesterday. I had that up. And I'm always a little nervous. You know, I'd be nervous coming back to Earth. I'm nervous landing in a plane unless laserbolt. I just created Laserbolt is your arch nemesis laser. You got to create that character, Laserbolt. I'm stumbling over my words already. Ask me something tonight. Tonight's the night. But I couldn't say, I said something going on. I had to step away, so I couldn't watch them splash down. I was happy to see that it went smoothly. And then the miracle of space flight. I mean, the miracle of flight is one thing. I had a frequent flyer friend of mine say, he's like, yeah, I talked to a pilot one time, and my friend flies weekly at this point in his career. Just when we were having this conversation about 10 years ago, and he's like, yeah, I've talked to a pilot. He says, once you're in the air, you don't have to really worry about it. I think it's the takeoff and landings that are the hard parts. But landings are basically controlled crashes. And that's never been comforting to me. But watching a spaceship, an actual goddamn spaceship, re-enter our atmosphere, that seems like controlled crashing. That seems like, how can we slow everything down as humanly, scientifically as possible? And it's pretty impressive. Like, you're relying on prepackaged parachutes to come out at the right time. And it was just impressive to kind of watch the highlights later, and glad everyone's back. And hooray, science. That's why we are blessed to have Dr. Addy here to talk science so often, and you guys love that segment. So I just wanted to tip of the cap to the crew in the Artemis II and everyone behind it. Dr. Addy just says, somehow our best plan is still parachutes. I do agree with that too, Addy. like and like a lot of different type of parachutes. And I think we need all of them to go off. Anyways, so fun show tonight. If you want to call in, please do. Let's. We got Eli calling in. Eli's calling on the show tonight. Eli, good to have you here on the Blathering side of things. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Ken. How are you?
You know, I'm drinking, and it's not even dinner time around here, so I think that's either good or bad.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You have no judgment. That's what I'm hearing, Eli, is you have no judgment of me.
Yeah, it's either good or bad, and we're gonna let fate decide.
Exactly. I like them odds. Never tell me them odds, but I like those odds. What's on your mind tonight? Thanks for calling in.
I had this idea. I was thinking about it a few minutes ago. And I'm thinking it over with a lot of stuff. In film, what are your favorite needle drops?
God, that's a great question. What is and now let's go into this here. We take scores out of it, right? Because scores, we're talking soundtracks, right, Eli? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, a song that is not like, it could technically be instrumental, but like really a song in a film, either within the narrative or not within the narrative, doesn't matter.
Sure.
That underscores a film. What are some of your favorites of these?
First, it counts as a needle drop because it is a song unto itself, right? You can get it on an album of this band, and it is from one of my favorite movies of all time, The Last Mohicans. It technically is like one of the themes. It's billed as like theme from The Last Mohicans, but it's the song "I Will Find You." And it pops up right before things start getting really bad. And that score, or that soundtrack, that score is one of my all-time favorites. And there's a history to that score of how there's two composers and one kind of removed everything, some drama. But I count that as a needle drop. But it's I'll admit it's a little bit of a different answer. I also think when it's a trailer needle drop. Are we counting trailer needle drops?
I wasn't thinking about it, but sure.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. It is the needle drop that is in the. No, sir. I don't know how much I'm drinking. Not trailer. Credits.
Oh.
Does that okay?
Absolutely, that counts. 100%. That counts.
Okay. Then I'm going to the greatest movie of all time, Young Guns 2, and it is Blaze of Glory by John Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah.
And it ends the movie. It drops, baby. It drops. It's one of my all-time favorites there. I'm you know what? I'm a big fan of the Verve's Bittersweet Symphony. And I like when that song plays at the end of what is it, Cruel Intentions? Good use of the song, even though the song's about different things. I'll go with those three for right now.
Good picks. I was thinking all across for these. I mean, this is the kind of cliche answer, but all three Guardians of the Galaxy's films have just exceptional needle drops. I mean, like the iconic one, the one I cannot help but mention, is "Come and Get Your Love" at the beginning of one, and then the post-credit scene for 3. It's just Chris Pratt dancing in a cave, grabbing the animal by the throat.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it. I'm favoriting some. We got some great answers in chat. I'm gonna cover some of these.
Another one I was thinking of is Redbone at the beginning of Get Out. When he's
I love Get Out. I've seen Get Out. I don't remember that. It's been too long. Good Redbone calls out. Good Redbone calls out today. So that's good.
Yeah. Trying to think of other good examples.
You think of a couple. I'm going to go with some of the ones in your chat. JMB says, I love the immigrant song in Thor Ragnarok. But we all know Ken is a Led Zeppelin hater. I'm not a hater. I'm a Led Zeppelin respecter. And I think Led Zeppelin definitely have some great songs, and they're definitely legends. I'm not taking anything away I just don't like them. I just don't like them. David Channel 19 says if we're counting credits songs, you got to go "Kiss from a Rose" from Batman Forever, a song that was just laying there. It wasn't. It's also a song about drugs and drug use, and then it pops up it's the second song in the credits, and it becomes the biggest hit of that year, pretty much, and everywhere, and makes Seal's career. Sean McCabe says, Shawnee says that rave song from Blade was awesome. That's a needle drop.
Yeah. It's
898 for him says Dial of Destiny, a great needle drop. Are you talking about the Beatles one? I like that one too. Great answer.
Yeah, I was wondering what Brady was talking about. I was actually thinking of another Indiana Jones movie. The Hound Dog at the beginning of King of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Really setting the tone. Absolutely agree with that. David at Channel 19 says all the songs from Transformers the movie. Yes, actually, that might be the answer. That might actually we are all answering in jest now. Dare to Be Stupid. Freebird and Kingsman was pretty cool. I saw the first Kingsman. I remember that. Look, a lot of stuff in Tarantino films are great needle drops. I mean, he's really good at it. He's good at it. Wes Anderson has got some of my favorite needle drops. His soundtracks, especially Rushmore and Royal Tenenbaum's choice. The use of 2000 Man in his first picture is perfect use of that song. Not the Kiss version. Laserbolt says anything in heavy metal. These are all great answers. All great answers, Eli. This is a great question.
Yeah. I was just looking back through Letterboxd, and this is one that people might not think of instantly because I don't know, it takes on a whole like new life outside of the film, but like Power of Love at the beginning of Back to the Future is
Ethan says that.
There it is.
Power of Love. The Ox 2000s had a lot of great ones, and Goodfellas, Sunshine of Your Love, and Layla come to mind. Yes, I don't think the Goodfellas comes to mind a lot, but I think that works. An old handsaw.
This is probably the subconscious inspiration for it. I watched an Instagram reel the other day about the implementation of "Then He Kissed Me" by the Crystals into Goodfellas. Which is probably where I came up with this question, because it was talking about like how well it was integrated.
It's great use there. Old handsaw, bass player, engineer, producer extraordinaire of the Moon Ages, is Brighton Rock from Baby Driver. Baby Driver's got a lot of great ones. And this kid, Alden Diaz, apparently likes music. He's a super freak. A Little Miss Sunshine. Well, Alden, call in here and let's talk about it. Little Miss Sunshine. I haven't seen in a long time. I do love that. Alden also says Twist and Shout in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yes, in fact, I think as a kid, the first time I saw Ferris Bueller, I thought that Matthew Broderick was actually the singer in all the songs in that parade sequence that John Schnepp was dancing to. Anka saying Lust for Life from Trainspotting is a classic for me. Yeah, and me being a radio during that time, that song was everywhere. That soundtrack was always played. And Old Hands says American Graffiti, the entire movie's the no drop. Yes, that's a spectacular.
I just saw another one when I was scrolling through my Letterboxd. Sinner Man in the Thomas Crown Affair.
I haven't seen that one. That's a good one.
It's really good. There's like a heist that Cinnamon by Nina Simone is playing. It's great.
Taylor said 50 Shades of Tay. Check out Taylor's interviews. I was on there. Drop any links in chat, Tay. Made it to a live show indeed. We're talking needle drops here. Great answers all the way through. Alden saying my most recent was American Girl at the end of One Battle After Another. I still got to see One Battle After Another. I really got to do that. Eli, what a thought starter of a question. People love music, and I do. I think there's soundtracks out there, and God bless James Gunn and others like him who keep the tradition alive. I do miss the height of like movie soundtracks. What a great way for bands to get discovered. What a great way for bands to blow up, and what a great way for classic songs to be rediscovered. We still have them, but
I remember just like, because there was like, I wouldn't say controversy around this, but there was a thing about when Victoria Monet released that song for The Acolyte, about like, Star Wars didn't really do this and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked when that happened, just because it felt very like, oh yeah, no, we're treating this, not that we didn't treat it like this before, and not to get too Star Wars into this, but like, we're treating this like a television show. We're treating this like sort of cinematically.
I think I ended up being on the side of liking the choice to drop that song in the credits. It's definitely different, and it's okay to be different, especially this far along in the Star Wars journey. It was like a B plus hit for me, but I think I liked it and I defended it because I'm also a huge fan of the needle drops at the end of every episode of Willow, the series. I really thought that was wonderful stuff and good choices. Love that. Yeah, TV needle drops is almost another conversation. And I got to tell you, one of the best shows for needle drops, two, early 2000s, the TV show Ed, starring Tom Cavanaugh, Julie Bowen, Worldwide Pants produced it. You'll never really see that out there. The music rights are just too much, have been too much for years, which is a damn shame. Great needle drops all the way through, particularly their use of old 97's Question. Oh, fantastic. Love that. And the TV show Girls, when that aired, 10, 15 years ago now, like my playlist expanded because of that show. So I always will shout that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
Eli.
I've been compiling a playlist of trying to find all the times Marvel does it in their live action films and shows. And that's been a really interesting process just to see
journey.
What the directors have been pulling in.
Love that. We have a debate over which is it a Bryan Adams song? What do we? Producer Steve's here. Probably got a baby in his arms. All for Love, Three Musketeers. We got to do that Three Musketeers watch along. Oh my God, that movie inspired so many hairstyles that I had in that era and great songs. Yellow Jackets. I didn't watch Yellow Jackets. I listened to Yellow Jackets. It was on in my house at the time. And I just loved the 90s soundtrack, obviously, speaking to my 90s soul. So that was good. Eli, this is a great question, man. I appreciate it. And think up of more of these for Silly Saturdays.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ken.
All right. Peace out. You can tell I'm drinking because I just did peace out live on a show. Do you want to call in, become a channel member? You can support the show. You can support me. You can support yourself just emotionally. Become a channel member, get a Monday morning show early, get to call in. That's the big thing, man. Come on, call in, hang out. Love our regulars. We need to add to the list of regulars. Okay, let's do this. Call in, channel members, call in. Patreon support is patreon.com/Napzok. Place to be. I do apologize. I actually have a playlist. Speaking of music, I have a playlist ready to go for a new episode of Pop Rockin' Radio. I just ran out of time this week. At a 2.5 hour, I had a minute and 32 long short for Culture, Faith, and Politics that took me 3 hours to edit because of a computer issue, and that ruined a day. And you ever just not recover? You ever get just so angry at technology, or just so angry that the schedule you had planned out for the day gets bumped, gets messed up, that you just kind of lose focus, and the rest of the day is a punt? That was kind of me going on. That was kind of me going on the other day. Eli says, I take pride in the fact that the needle drop convo summoned Alden Diaz. I love that. Oh my gosh. Mr. McClunky talking TV shows. Phil Collins in the air tonight. Great car song, Miami Vice Drive. I think a lot about Phil Collins. I think a lot about Phil Collins. I wouldn't call myself over the course of time a great Phil Collins or Genesis fan, but I also grew up in an era where Phil Collins and therefore also Genesis were just some of the biggest things going on in the world. And I think I see a lot of times on like Instagram, people will share clips of Phil Collins at the height of his powers in a live show. And they're like, this guy dressed like an accountant, or your dad was the greatest rock star of all time. And I think that should be used as a good thing for Phil Collins. He was at the height of his powers. Phil was spectacular. Mike Tyson understands, and I don't want to agree with Mike Tyson on a lot of things. But there I do. Ethan loves Phil Collins. Yeah, and then it's fascinating. Joseph Scrimshaw and I have talked about stuff like this. Alden Diaz, who's a Ute. He's still a Ute. Phil Collins is essential to our childhoods. Tarzan soundtrack forever. Brady echoes that too. And I'm not taking that away from everyone. I don't want to say this isn't a debate. But this came up with The Lion King and like Elton John and Tim Rice. I am of the generation that when that happened, it was like, what the hell is Elton John doing? Like this schmaltzy, big, badly animated Disney movie shit. Like, what is going on? Oh, we won an Oscar. Oh, crap. All right. So that's just generational perspective. But Phil Collins, Props to him. Though narcolepsy says Phil Collins was always Dennis off his music. I kind of agree, but that's not a bad thing to me all the time. Like, big popular songs aren't a bad thing to me. If you can connect with that many people, I think that's a good thing. Tarzan is how I discovered him, but I love his music in Genesis, and that's why I never want it to sound like I'm bashing over the course of history with perspective and looking back. Like, I think that's great. If you discovered Elton John from Lion King or Phil Collins from Tarzan, that's great. That's why they should do it. And not even that the songs are bad. They're just, it's not, this is Elton John, the dude from the 70s, dancing on pianos, breaking boundaries, setting records, just living life to the dangerous limits. And now here he is, like, can you feel? It's just a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Anka said earlier, she says now, so Tarzan in Dutch way back, finally saw it in English too. Anka's going to go see our friends in Shinedown again. If you get to talk to the boys, Anka, tell Eric I say hello. Eric and I had a great fall in constant connection. We actually had weekly calls, and just the band's back on the road, and they're ramped up. So if you get to say hi to the boys, tell Eric and the gang I said hello. Do you want to call in? Call into the show. Do it now. Hola. Ingvia is here. I'm going to keep saying it horribly wrong. Let's take a call from Dr. Addie. Dr. Addie's here. Dr. Addie, favorite needle drops? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, so many good ones have already been mentioned. But the one that sprang to mind for me, it wasn't a movie needle drop, it was a TV needle drop, which I know we said is a completely different topic.
Yeah, but it's okay.
And now the name of the song is escaping me, but there was a Billie Eilish needle drop at the end of one of the episodes of Agatha All Along that is the reason I became a Billie Eilish fan.
I got it. I love that. I'm a Billie Eilish fan too. Her work in the Barbie movie is next level. What was it?
Completely agree. Now I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at Agatha All Along. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Thank God for the Google machine. You Should See Me in a Crown. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Great stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, Billie Eilish. Yeah, go ahead.
The episode ended with one of the characters wearing a crown. It was epic.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and longtime listeners of the afternoons with Josh and Ken, and Josh, Amanda and Ken, will remember when Josh and I made fun of Billie Eilish. We were making fun. We were just parodying her songs, and we had some fun. But that's kind of, I went from that to like not really knowing and just kind of poking some fun too. I just absolutely have respect for her and her brother and what they do. And again, her work on Barbie is fantastic. So I love that too. I love that too when a song in the credits, or a needle drop in a show or a movie makes you change your mind about someone, an artist. I think that's great. Great.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like I hated Billie Eilish until that moment. It was I'm not up to date on the Ute music. And so like I knew who
But you're a Ute.
I am not a Ute, Ken.
You're a Ute.
You're still a Ute. Sweet of you. You're really not. I don't know if I was a Ute when I was a Ute.
This is my last Saturday show of my 40s. You're a Ute. Enjoy it. Claim the Uteness.
I mean, I'm gonna be 40. To
Trust
quote
me.
Meg Ryan.
Ute. I know it feels old. Ute. And I know there's standards different for women. I completely acknowledge that. No debate for me on that. I'm just still saying Ute. Embrace the Ute, Addie.
Okay. I wasn't listening to the Utes music when I was a Ute though. Like
I'm with you too. I didn't do that for a lot.
My parents listened to the oldies radio stations, so I grew up with like the Beach Boys and the Beatles and
same, yeah,
and all of that. So like I did not the first time, like my first foray into like current music was like the early 2000s when I started listening to the Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears.
And how did that make you feel?
Oh, I look back on it now in horror.
Yeah, I get it. But even then, I was, I didn't Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of Britney. I'm a fan of Xtina. It's one of those you had to be there, whether you
Uh-huh.
liked it or not. It was everywhere. Rich
Uh-huh.
T turns 39 on Friday. Happy early birthday to my April birthday brother, Rich T. Laserbolt turns 59 on Tuesday. Man, yeah. Oh, and Will McLean turned 34 past. A lot of April birthdays going on. You still a Ute, Will McLean. Anka says this: they're calling 90s music classic now. Yes, I, as you all know, do a shift on an oldie station in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County. And we have a ton of not only 90s songs, early 2000 songs. And I have to point out to our audience, those are oldies. Those are oldies. Scary, Addie, isn't it?
But I mean, it kind of it makes sense if you think about it mathematically, because like in the 90s, the oldies were the 50s and 60s.
Right. I mean, we're like what we
And
talk about them every once in a while.
As much as I don't like to think about it, the 90s weren't 10 years ago.
I know it's still the previous decade to me. I definitely have moved up to thinking like the 2000s were the previous decade. In fact, I just had an old coworker of mine just reached out. We haven't talked in decades, literal decades. We haven't talked since like the 2009s. And we were catching up on Facebook, and I was blown away thinking I started working with this guy 20 years ago. Mike Piazza hit his 500th home run 20 years ago. I saw that stat pop up today. Addie, time, you're a scientist. Can we stop time?
I think bad things will happen.
If we stop time? Okay.
I don't know a lot about that kind of science, but all of the science fiction books and movies I've ever read and seen suggest that that's not a good idea.
Not a good thing.
But yeah, no.
I
I know what you're saying. Okay. I'm looking this summer. It is going to be 10 years since I defended my dissertation and got my PhD, and I'm just like, are you sure that wasn't yesterday?
Yeah, but you're still a Ute. David at Channel 19 says, I saw Teenage Dirtbag on a dad rock compilation that I died. Yeah, we just get a lot of Second Life with the lead singer, I don't know his name, on the NPR Tiny Desk concert footage of him singing that song, and it's getting a second life on social. And it's crazy because that's an old song now. That is an old song, Addie. It's crazy to think.
Time is, yeah.
Brady says Childish Gambino has a white beard now. Donald Glover is older than Danny Glover when Danny Glover was too old for this shit, according to the meme I saw the other day on the internet. Whew. Crazy. Yeah. Addie, I'm going to drop you off for a second. I'm going to bring you back because if I don't do that, you're going to accidentally appear on screen, and I'm going to get producer Steven here. All right? All right. On the show tonight, baby's put to bed. It's producer Steve. How you doing, buddy?
Hey there. Happy Saturday, everybody. Babies are put to bed. I started drinking a while ago, so I think I'm caught up with you, Ken. And yes, All for Love is the greatest is the greatest credit song of all time.
Well, you know what we're racing for is a blather bracket. Greatest credit song.
Like a blather bracket.
Yeah. Bryan Adams. All for
music in general.
Are you talking about All for Love? All for Love.
Yeah.
The Three Musketeers. There it is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that song as much.
Ballad.
Yeah, it's a great one. He had, and look, Bryan Adams had a fucking run, man.
Yeah.
Bryan Adams had an absolute run.
Yeah. the mid to late 80s through the mid 90s was an absolute,
tear. Ethan says, took the kids to a movie the other day, and there was a trailer for the 25th anniversary of Shrek.
Oh,
my wife and I looked at each other in horror. I don't know. I'm sure every generation goes through this. I'm sure people in 1932 were like, "Can you believe the Civil War was only 60 years ago?" Like I'm sure, or 70, whatever. Like I'm sure that was always the case. But it just seems like it's racing by in a way that we all can't comprehend. And it's something to do with pop culture. It's something about pop culture. And the big theory, Steve, and Addie's back on the call too. Addie, welcome back. Because like bands don't go away like they used to, because TV shows come back, because movie franchises are big and go on or come back or get rebooted, like we're so it feels like we're stuck in a time loop. Again,
Yes.
whether people like U2 or not, Jared the Tie Pilot's not here, so he won't have an insult of him. One of my favorite bands. But whether you like them or not, doesn't matter. U2 didn't go away. And I think growing up, especially for me in the 80s and into the 90s, like bands went away. Things went away. And so it kind of locked things in a time capsule. When Echo and the Bunnymen returned in 1996, and by the way, Echo and the Bunnymen, Ian McCullough, Will Sargent, got back together. Some of their 90s work is some of their best. I love the 80s classic stuff. But when they came back in 96, it was like this big, oh God, Echo and the Bunnymen are back. Could you imagine such a thing? And they had been gone for like 9 years. It was treated, I was in radio at the time. It was treated like these legends have returned. Like, am I off base here, Steve?
No, not at all. I think that you make a really good point that, like, yeah, culture has stagnated in a sense that we are continuously in a loop of, like, pretty much from the late 70s, early 80s, basically from, like, I don't know, just take like Star Wars as an example, start in 1977 until the early 2000s, and we're kind of just in like okay, that is our basis of everything we watch, do, and think, and say, and listen to is somehow rooted in something that originated in that time period. So for the last 20 years, we've just been kind of playing the hits, and there hasn't been what it feels like a lot of original, new, like, here we go. And you're right, bands do last a lot longer, but I think part of that is also accessibility. Obviously, that sounds like a boring answer, but I think that's a big part of it. Like, you didn't have iPods and iPhones and streaming and the way to listen to music everywhere in your pocket, like the way that you did then. You had a Walkman, but you could only have one album on that, you know what I mean? So that kind of thing.
Right.
Or you were listening to stuff on the radio, right?
So God bless my radio, but yes, you're right.
Right. But I think that's a big part of it. I think
so too. And to quickly answer Ethan's question, U2 has a new EP out, and I really like it. I do too. I haven't taken the big swing where I just sit down with it, Ethan. I really like some of the songs that I've heard on there. So happy for that. Brady, and we'll take Brady. You know what? Actually, Brady, get in here with Addie. Addie's on the line here too. We'll have a group chat. Brady says, I blame Gen Xers. We didn't start the fire. I actually agree with Brady. I actually agree with it that this Gen Xers, once they got into positions of decision making in Hollywood or entertainment, once they came of age and they were leaders, and we had a short window, of course, no Gen X president yet, right? That it was like, this is the art. This is why I always say pop culture is culture. Pop culture is art. It's what informed us. I'm sorry we didn't have Shakespeare. I mean, I took a Shakespeare class, but you know what I mean? I'm sorry old Bill Shakespeare wasn't putting up new plays at the old Roundabout while we were growing up in the 80s. No, we had what we had. We had the ambulance stuff. We had the music. So, Brady, I like your theory. Do you have any more thoughts on this?
All I have to say... Oh,
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
All right, Addie has a theory, but what do you got to say, Brady?
All I have to say is imagine how our grandparents felt when we first called them oldies.
But you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask my grandparents. They're all. Oh, sorry, I got a text with a video, and I was checking on someone there. You ever just music autoplays?
I think they embrace the oldie stuff, though. I think they embrace it more than the other generations. No,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. The oldies format, and I don't have the exact date that started, but it was an 80s thing. And I used to listen to Pure Gold 107, which was an oldie station in my town, which, trivia, went away, and then a new radio station moved into that office, and I ended up working at that one. Yeah, that's right. I used to look up and say, I'd like to work there. And I did, Steve. My dreams came true, and they came to an end in 1997. But I think that was the start of it, when an oldies format kind of merged, where we're like, oh, we can sell nostalgia. It doesn't have to go away. You want to listen to CCR still? We got it right here. You might be onto something, Brady. Brady died.
He died.
Addie, what's your theory?
I think Steve is onto something, because I was actually thinking about this earlier today, but I was thinking about it in movies instead of music, because I had a rom-com marathon today in my house.
Ooh, good for you. Good for you. I like that decision.
I was watching.
What was the ice cream flavor?
There was no ice cream.
Great one.
But it was old school. So it was a Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally rom-com marathon.
That's a good run, Addie. That's a good run.
Yeah. And what I was thinking about while I was watching them, and this goes to Steve's Walkman comment, like, all three of those are movies that I was exposed to, not because, like, two of them I wasn't alive when they came out, or
Proving you're still a Ute, Eddie. Proving you're still a Ute.
Or I was entirely too young to be watching them. But I am aware of those movies, and I have seen those movies a lot, and can still tell you where the commercial break should be, because I watched them on cable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you would just turn on and it be on TNT or TBS or AMC.
Right.
And I was thinking about how do today's youths get exposed to movies like this? Because you have to actively choose to watch it now.
TikTok. They're seeing a 30-second clip of it on TikTok, and then they go in the comments and say, "What is this movie?" And then if they have the attention span and the interest, they'll actually watch it. But most of the time, they don't.
I agree with you. That's the best way. Is that happening as much as songs? You might not have the answer, Steve. Like we're seeing right now, Beth Constantino and Weezer and the song "Go Away" come back after like 12 years. This is a song I like. I'm a big Weezer fan, but it came back because of TikTok, and it's crazy, and they're having renewed success with this song. Has that happened for a movie? Do we have any proof of that? Can anyone provide that proof? No? Silence? Absolute silence.
There's your answer.
I'm not on TikTok, so I have no ability to prove or disprove that.
But what if you were?
Oh no.
I just got back on with Sports Card ASMR. I thought, what am I doing? I can't let the e-listens win. Old Handsaw, who is old according to his name, but also one of my favorites. Generational Shift is how Steely Dan wins Grammy Awards. That's good. That's good. Rich T, early birthday boy coming up. I think genre matters too. Rap's the most popular music in the world over the last 30 years, but it's not as easy to be a, quote, older rapper, and Eminem inside. Bands can rock at older ages. So, yeah, there's something to that. Yeah,
I think there's also some English bias here too. Like, Spanish artists are huge worldwide as well, and we're not really considering that whole kind of side of things.
Yes, hold on, Steve. I got to address a controversy in Thursday's episode. You're talking about it. You're talking about what did you say? You said
we need to clear out. Do I need to? Who's apologizing, me or you?
I'm apologizing.
Okay, all right.
On
we didn't consider
Thursday
the Spanish
show,
audience. Yeah.
No, Scotty called in. He's talking about his favorite Japanese guitarist, and he said, "I think I like it." And I asked a question: does he sing in American? And Brady and David, Channel 19, correctly jumped on me for being so xenophobic and so just presumptuous that American is the only language and that English is American. Steve, I think I owe the people an apology. Do you agree? It's almost a sin. I just didn't do it on purpose.
It's not a sin. It's xenophobic. I don't think it's a sin. I mean, there's some way worse shit in the Bible that's not sins than that.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay, Brady, you're laughing, but, you pointed it out, so I must have sinned, right?
Well, it happens. It is ironic, though, because Masayoshi Takanaka, most of his fans actually are American, because he actually blew up because of TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, there it goes again. TikTok.
Yeah.
Ethan asks a fair question. Did I watch Kid Rock during the halftime show? No, I did not. Did not. It's David says it's xenophobic. That's what it is. And Narcolepsy says it's xenophobic, but it isn't a sin. It isn't holding up either. Look, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on. You all know my heart. I didn't do it on purpose. I just was thinking English.
Are you sure that wasn't Schumer? Or did you go back? Was that Schumer that said that, or was that Ken?
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you right now.
I would also argue in your defense, Ken, that I'm sure
it might have been Schumer's all.
Our English listeners might admit that we don't speak English, so
we
won the war. We won the war. We get to decide what the language is like now. That's how it works. Sorry,
we won all the wars. We've never lost a war. All the wars we've started have been just and approved by God. And all my letters will say that. There you go. There you go. I do agree with Rich. Let's go Star Wars and call it basic. There you go. That might be worse.
Well, that's like Mark of the Beast stuff. The evangelicals will freak out at you at that. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, that's one more step closer to how that goes."
That's true. That's true. Yeah, but I think there's something to this. And Taylor had a question or had a comment earlier. God, did I favorite that? It would have been really smart of me to favor that. Saying that people in the '90s or like the older generations were older, and maybe Laser Bolt or Old Handsaw could who are a couple years ahead of me. Could agree that people were older, and not just the way they look. If you watch look at pictures of Chicago White Sox catcher Ron Karkovice. Maybe we can bring this up, Steve. I know you're not in the admin right now.
I don't have the power.
You don't have the power. Let me see if I can do. I'll try to get this.
I'm looking
up.
for the comment though. Oh, I can't highlight it. Though.
Yeah,
You're right.
Ron Karkovice it's brought up a lot. People will post a picture of Chicago White Sox catcher from the 80s and 90s, Ron Karkovice, and they'll say this guy was 23. And you look at it, the dude was 38 and had been a plumber for 17 years, like just based on these photos. And I think there's some truth that just we looked older, but I think just the standards are different. You know, Steve, I had a date night last night. Would you like to know what I did on the date night?
Please do tell.
Yeah. We ordered pizza and we played video games. I'm almost 50. I'm 50 next week, Steve. And it was completely normal. It was a great night. It was a great night.
I mean, to be fair, we don't smoke like chimneys. Drink, and we drink things. We drink water more than we drink like other things, and we've learned to apply sunscreen.
This is true. Addie's putting good points out here.
People were just older back then, and it wasn't just the sun and the cigarettes. For example, this is Wilford Brimley, Ken, when he in
let's do the Brimley
in 1980. This is Brimley in 1985 when he was in Cocoon. I want you to tell me how old Wilford Brimley is in this picture, Ken.
I know the answer. He's like 51, right? He's like 50 or 51.
He's 50 years old in this picture.
That's me in a week, Steve. That's me in a week.
Can we get the mustache back just so we can get a side by side?
To be fair, Wilford Brimley looked that old until he died.
Yeah, but
he like, also looked that old probably at like 27 until 77.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Robert Duvall, Bob Duvall. Bob Duvall was born 35. He showed up on the scene in 35. Diabetes. You know what? Here, this is, you know what, Steve, maybe, maybe we can do this. Maybe on my birthday show Thursday.
Oh dear.
I'll set a some sort of donation goal, and maybe instead of super chats, maybe on Thursday we could all use another one if you're all generous, like you usually are.
Use the QR code, people.
Use the QR code. Use the link in chat. If we hit a certain amount, maybe I will shave my mustache to look like Wilford Brimley and maybe try to track down one of those hats in this shirt.
Can you get a hat first?
Yeah. I'll go there's a Goodwill store near me. I'll see me and Taffeta can go shopping here and she'll help me find one. And I think I'm going to cosplay as Wilford Brimley if we hit a certain amount because I'm that age now.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it's a different time. It's a different time. But yeah, I'll find more examples of that too. Cause you're absolutely right. Like I look back at my yearbook from like the early 2000s and looking at like kids in high school or middle school in like the late 90s, early 2000s and looking at like kids that were in 8th grade when I knew I was in 5th grade still look older to me now in my mid 30s than I do. You know what I mean? Because they looked so much older. But now I see kids that are that old and they look like tiny little babies. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Look, people just looked older back then. I don't know. Maybe we did smoke in middle school back then too. But
I'm going to give myself credit. In dating someone now, but was single for most of last year, and I knew I finally got over. I finally recognized age difference as age gaps as a problem. A friend introduced me to her friend who was 25, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a child." Yeah, what are we doing here? No.
Is this the phenomenon?
What are we going to talk about?
Does this phenomenon explain why I cannot look at a child and tell you how old they are?
I mean, that just might be because, like me, you're not a parent. Maybe Steve might have ability.
But like just in general, like I see people and I'm like, you're a child, and they're like, I'm a freshman in college, and I'm like, you're a child. You look 12.
Well, see, that's the thing. You teach the youths, right? You're faced with this daily.
I am, and that's why I'm wondering, like, is this de-aging that has apparently occurred for generations now the reason why I think 19-year-olds look 12?
I think you're right. No, I just hung out with my wonderful cousin and her daughter and one of my favorites. She's 19 and fully functional. Bought us lunch. Shout out Maggie. I forgot she was 19. I thought she comes off younger, not because of maturity or conversation skills. Just like 19 looks 12 to me. You're right, but she's not. And I was on radio at 19. I bet there was a guy who kept trying to get me fired, Steve, when I worked in radio. He had the on-air name of Travis Tyler. He kept trying. Travis, if you're listening, you're not. You tried to get me fired because I was too young. And looking back, I think he was right. I think Addie's onto something. Because I was so young. I was 19 years old. And this dude was like 36 with 2 kids and he wanted a full-time job, and I had the job he wanted. I'm 19, making $5 an hour. But anyways, Addie, I think you're onto something. All right. This has been fun. All right. Brady, any final thoughts?
I mean, I was just going to say, it doesn't help that people wear really loose clothing nowadays, so they look like their kids wearing their parents' clothes. I'm guilty as charged too.
So you're because Baggy has I wear slim fit. I don't wear skinny jeans, Cal. I don't wear skinny jeans, Calbert. I wear slim cut, and I feel like I'm now on the other side. That was to be cool. Now I feel like I'm the other side of cool. You're right, Brady.
Oh, and
how old is Norman Fell in this picture?
Oh, this is a great game, Steve.
47.
God.
Addie says 47. Brady, how old do you think he is?
I don't know who he is, but did he smoke?
Three's Company. It's
Three's
in
Company.
the 70s. Everybody smoked.
Come on, knock on my door.
He is 39.
We got Kingsport Cal says 52. Old Handsaw says 53. Narcolepsy says 38. Come on, Narcolepsy. Get in the game. Eli says 45. Vulcaner says 48. I say I'm going to go 54.
Damn, Taylor, that's really close. Brady, did you give a guess already?
I said 39.
Yeah, and then Brady, and then I think Addie said something first, right? You said 40-something, Addie? 48?
47.
47. Norman Fell is 53 years old in this picture.
53?
53 years old.
I think the winner was it Old Handsaw? Was he the winner? Old Handsaw, the winner.
Old Handsaw nailed it. Yeah,
Old
in
Handsaw
2026,
nailed it.
That's a 70-year-old person.
That's amazing.
I can play this game all day. I can seriously play this game all day.
You could do this all day. This would be fun. All right, Brady, thank you for calling in. Are you going to do anything sinful this week?
No, but to cap off this conversation, I was just at a movie called The Drama, and Zendaya's in it, and I found out that she's 30 now.
Is that the one where she has a threesome with the tennis players?
No, that was last year.
That's called 15 and fuck.
She's marrying
15 and love.
Robert Pattinson.
Chill. Chill. Relax.
Oh, that's the movie she's with Pattinson. Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're ready.
One more.
One
more. Well, and then I'll let Addie and Brady go.
How old is George Wendt in this picture?
What season of Cheers is this?
Season 1.
Season 1 of Cheers? I think he's like 34. That's my guess. 34. Amazing. This is a great game, Steve. He's like 34. Kingsport Cows is 36. Narcolepsy is 38. He does have the cheeks of a 30-year-old. Taylor just keeps guessing 69.
I'm going to say 32.
Ochi Vance is 32. Michael says 30. Box office check 30.
God, that's a rough 30.
Mr. McClunkey, 35.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
George Wendt is 33 years old in this
picture.
Get
the fuck out of here.
I'm older than that.
You know what it is? It's that jacket and tie combo. He does look young. Laserbolt's right. He looks young, but it's truly hair and clothes are so much of the thing. Hair and clothes are so much of it.
I can play this game all day.
This is why I've thanks to Eric Bass of Shinedown, I adapted a outfit. I wear a uniform, my black shirt and my black jeans. I am timeless, Steve. I'm timeless. You're gonna look at pictures of me and be like, I can't tell what year it is.
Yeah.
My beard will change. My beard will give me away. Oh man. Okay. Brady, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Addie, final thoughts from you on being a Ute.
Final thoughts for me on being a Ute are I still wake up and my back hurts, so I don't know about the Ute of it all. But to the age of it all, I would remind us all that the crew of the Artemis 2 ranged in age from 47 to 50.
47 to 50.
Okay,
Wow.
that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Didn't like I don't know, didn't some like super famous author or playwright like start at like 45 or something? So everyone can. There's plenty of time to accomplish your dreams.
Rodney Dangerfield didn't become Rodney Dangerfield until he was like 52 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't
He was
become
already in the
Producer
game,
Steve till I was my mid-30s. See, Your
That's
dreams can
true.
Come true whenever.
Great point. Great point. All right. Thank you, Addie.
You are welcome. I will save the question I had for another time.
Oh, well, name it. Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Save it for Monday. Save it for Monday
Yeah,
if you're
Monday.
around. Okay.
Monday advice.
We need some, we need some
Oh,
questions.
no,
for
no, no,
Monday.
no, no. I had a question for Silly Saturday, but I'll save it for another Silly Saturday.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Let's bring, we got Ethan. We got Cal. Which one do we do?
I mean, you know how that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring Ethan on.
I was going to say, how long do you want to be here?
About 20 more minutes.
Okay, somewhat related to the conversation you guys were just having when it comes to how old people are when they when they do things like, and they're famous and like
Right.
whatever, and like compared to you.
Right.
I
George Harrison did Sergeant Pepper at 26 and or 25 or whatever, and it blows my mind.
Bet you had some.
things like
gravitas
that.
You.
Yeah, things like that. But also, like, it weirded me out when I realized, for instance, that Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, is younger than me, and like I'm older than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I'm the same age. I'm the same age as Superman. I'm not. I can't be the same age as Superman.
Wait, you're same
Like,
age as? Oh, the new
Corn
Superman?
Sweat.
Corn Sweat? Is his name?
Yeah,
Corn
he's
Sweat?
30 something.
That's a
Corn Sweat.
That's
Corn
a bad
Sweat.
name for Superman. Just
It
saying.
is.
Yeah, he's.
If I'm like
he's
a
in his
WB
mid
executive, I'm like,
30s. Yeah.
He's
He's in his
this guy
mid-30s.
really be our Superman? His name's Corn Sweat. Yeah, he's gorgeous and he's a great actor and everything. But that question, that conversation was had.
Yeah. He's
Right.
I'm happy that he stuck with it and told his management team,
sure.
no, I'm not going to be
Yeah.
called David Nitro or something.
Corningstone. Yeah.
Corningstone.
Right.
Yeah. Ethan, I know what you're talking about because it happens to all of us. And for me, and I know you like sports too, but it is truly, truly when that rookie whose baseball card you collected is now retired and 70, and you're like, the fuck happened?
Right.
Or when Frank Thomas is doing old man boner pills on TV and he's been retired for 13 years.
Deion Sanders is doing Depends.
Yes. Yes. It really messes because there's something different when, I remember when the first kind of managers, baseball managers or coaches were players. And that's generational. I get that. But like it was something different when the players I saw come into baseball were now long retired. That fucked with my mind. That fucked with my mind a lot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or
There you go.
something else. Malcolm in the Middle has its little revival like thing going on, and I'm like,
It does.
wait a minute. Like Frankie Muniz is old enough to come back and play Malcolm as an adult with a daughter.
is. Yeah.
What the hell? And like, yeah.
He is how old? 40. He's 40.
I was gonna say not that far off from Like
Life
I just turned
is
35.
unfair.
Like life is
Forget-
unfair. That's it.
Ute. Enjoy the Utes, folks. Be a Ute. Hold on to the Utes. I've got 7 more days of 40s. It's staring down the barrel of old. But I
had a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a moment listening to the sports radio, Ken, and they were talking about like an athlete being 35 and like being like, advanced for his age and all this kind of stuff. And just kind of like looked down at myself like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That made me
absolutely.
feel kind of,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that always
like
makes me
when
mad.
I go to play a sports game and I play like a career mode, I can't self-insert myself anymore because I just feel like a weirdo. So I just come up with like a weird random ass name and just like, role play it that way. It's like growing up, I used to like use my own name. Like, hey, that's me, as it's just like when you do like the career mode or whatever like that, right?
Yep.
But now as a full grown adult, it's like wearing a jersey with someone's name on it. Like I feel like now in my mid 30s, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna walk around in public with a jersey with like some other dude's like name on the back.
I think it is the late great Stuart Scott's rule, or was it John Saunders' rule? An ESPN guy. I've said this before on the show and I've gotten shit for it. If you're past the age of 30, you cannot wear a sports jersey unless the name on the back is yours because you played. That's a rule.
And I feel like the reason for that.
What about blank?
Well, I feel like the reason for that is because now you're the same age as these people, so it's like you're it's like they're a peer.
Yeah.
Or like you say, you're like, yeah.
Yep. Anka started learning drumming at 42. Never late to learn stuff.
Hell yeah.
It was quite an age show tonight. Ethan, great stuff, my friend. You're a Ute. Hold on to the Utes. Hold on to the youthful ages.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Don't hold on to the youths.
Hold
on to the youthfulness.
I realized the other day that for the first time ever, I have a gut, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I know that feeling. I know when I started swelling.
Yeah,
That's why
I looked down and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Like it just
fight every day in the
gym.
Fight every day in the gym. Rich T has a. What if your child is playing?
Oh,
all right,
totally
if you have the jersey,
yes,
and your child's name, and it's because it's kind of your name, yes,
yeah,
yes.
Totally
I think we allow that. I think we allow that.
Yeah,
no sin there. Ethan, go in there and do some push-ups, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Ethan, call it in. All right, let's do
salad,
this.
Ethan.
Let's do this. I don't know what this man's going to talk about today. I don't know what this man's going to talk. Oh, I got some super chats. I'm going to highlight these. James Holmes did say this. Sent me £5. If I was an astronaut, I'd half expect to come back to the Planet of the Apes these days. You maniacs, you blew it up. Oh, damn you. God damn you all. Yeah. They probably, can we just stay up there?
The people in the recovery boat, though, like just one of these times as a joke, like the first people that open the hatch next to them, they need to wear like the ape masks just once, just as like a joke. So like when they touch down, they open it, they just see like these people that like look like monkeys like that. Just once, like that'd be hilarious. Come on, why not? Like who's ever?
Sean did ask a question. You guys can answer this in chat too. Favorite space moment? That's a wide open question, but I like it. I was watching that spacewalk, the untethered spacewalk in 1984 to get a satellite. I think one of the astronauts. Yeah, it was pretty frightening. It's crazy. It's crazy. That might have been my favorite space moment. I mean, landing on the moon. Steve, do you think we did? We did. Okay.
Of course we did.
Yeah, landing, all that stuff, the historical stuff, but I like the little moments too. You guys answer in chat. Kingsport Cal says challenge. Kingsport Cal.
Jerk.
Kingsport Cal, what's wrong with you?
There's always one.
You're muted, Cal.
He'll be able to answer for himself here.
Welcome to the show. Caller, you're on the air. Caller, you're on the air.
I didn't know I was muted.
Caller, you're on the air.
Can you hear me?
Can Cal hear us? I don't think Cal can hear us. Caller, you're on. I'm kidding, Cal. I can hear you. Hi.
Reporting from Kingsport, Tennessee.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Where are you going, Cal?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well,
we talked about a lot of things tonight.
Wait a minute. The Challenger thing is only memorable. It's only memorable for me because I remember seeing it.
Okay.
See, they said favorite, not memorable. Favorite.
It's memorable.
We're trying to go positive.
I love Cal's like, I love the death of 7 astronauts right before my
eyes.
By the way, hold time out. Good night to Anka. GPA solid, saying good night. All right, so Cal, let me ask you this question, and I'm not challenging you on this at all. Did you see it live? Because there's this debate going around because of the Artemis 2 that Gen X is lying about actually seeing the Challenger disaster live.
To answer your question,
what? What? Hold on. Can you explain this, Ken? I'm unfamiliar with what you're talking about. Please explain.
The Challenger explosion.
But no, he knows that.
I know that. What's the conspiracy?
It's not a conspiracy as much as. So hold on. So Cal, you did not see it live. You were alive during it, and you saw it on the news or whatever, right? That's where you're going.
And my parents talked about it extensively, and I went to school, and people talked about. My teachers talked about it and stuff like that. So I remember.
Yeah. So okay. So Steve, the thing is, and that's been going around. I saw it on Instagram. is that there's a lot of us Gen Xers, because when Artemis 2 launched, someone kind of went viral for posting Gen X PTSD, meaning, no, it's just
right.
And I think there's some truth to that.
Millennials at Columbia. We had it on the reentry. That was a thing for us. Yeah. Right. Well, that's
Yep. So the thought is that there's a lot of folks basically saying, "Oh, I was there, not there in Florida, but it's the vibe of like I talked to someone, Willie Stargell in 1979 hit a home run out of Dodger Stadium, and I've talked to like 3 people who were there, and I mentioned that one time to my uncles, and he's like, "No one was there, none of them were there." People just want to be, they want to be part of it, or they think. And I think that's true. I did not see it live. I did not watch it in school. I remember my mom picking me up from school crying and saying that the space shuttle blew up. And then I went home and saw the footage. So, but time can make you think, oh, I watched it live. The teacher wheeled in the TV. And that's the theory, Steve, is that people are acting like they, or misremembering that they were there, if that makes sense.
Right. Right. It's like everyone was at Woodstock in '69. That was alive in the '60s.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what else, Cal?
Well, no, I remember like of course I remember 9/11 in school. I remember Clinton with the I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I remember all that stuff. But
you watched that live? You watched that live?
Yeah. I do not remember the Challenger. But I do remember. I remember that with Clinton, because Clinton was my dude, man. He played.
You were going to say he was your boy. You were going to say Clinton was your boy. Yeah, he's your boy.
My boy.
Yeah.
He's my chick. He played. He played. Yeah, he played saxophone on Arsenio Hall, and I fell in love with him. I was in band at that time, and I was like, that dude is awesome. First of all, anyway.
Yeah. Corey says I have so many favorite moments, but the rendezvous of Gemini 6 and 7 is probably my favorite. So we get smart comments in our audience here. All right, so Arsenio, great. I love Arsenio Hall. He's still around. He's at Flappers every now and then.
He is. He recently did an interview with Conan on Conan's show.
Oh, I got it.
He's been making rounds. I think he's got something coming out. But yeah,
well, that's good. Well, good for him.
Always the man. And yes, JMB, I did watch Bronco Chase in school. If I think I remember that correctly. But anyway, I do remember that because the teachers was just like, "Who cares about anything else? We're watching this," and we watched.
I didn't see it live.
Until I got home, and then
I watched I watched the Verdict live at my radio station.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that live.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember watching that too. I remember watching that too. Johnny Cochran, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. We watched that whole trial. My mother and father was obsessed with all that stuff because that was around the time. I actually also watched the LA riots on TV. And was that 92? I remember
91, 92.
91 and 92. I think it's 92. But I remember watching
my uncle was in them,
on TV.
Yeah. I watched a lot of that.
The crazy times.
I watched the North Hollywood Shootout live. That's pretty cool.
I like Ken Burns docs or whatever it is you like. I like true crime and crime documentaries.
Right.
And yes, and I've watched numerous things about the Northeast End or whatever it was.
The North Hollywood. You're talking about the North Hollywood Shootout. Yes. The bank robbery.
Hollywood Shootout because
and my future boss killed one of the guys.
Oh shit. Well, you must be around some.
Drop a name in there.
I was around. My bosses for the security company I worked for were all retired retired LAPD Metro and SWAT guys. So they were all there on the North. Most of them were there for the North Hollywood Shootout.
That was a wild case though, Ken, because they came prepared. It's
still one of the I'll say greatest.
It changed the way police use guns.
It changed, and I don't want to get into the conversation, but there is I do think a militarization of police, and I understand that argument. But this was the incident that changed a lot of things because they had to run into gun stores because they didn't have the weaponry to stop these 2 men that were dressed like commandos and armed like commandos. And you had one guy with a 6-shooter trying to it changed law enforcement. Anyways,
I'm pretty sure that's when they started carrying automatic weapons, AR,
yeah,
whatever
AR-15s usually in the
because
trunk.
of that. Because they had that stuff. Because they had what cops didn't have.
Yeah, Cal,
Anyway.
what kind of jeans do you wear?
Well, I'm since you asked me this question, I'm a Wrangler man. I'm a simple man.
But you wear what kind of cut? Let me rephrase the question, Your Honor. What kind of cut?
Well, I like your standard cut. I do like a good boot cut for work.
Boot cut jean, yeah, okay, because you got work boots.
The boot cut jean is the working man's.
Yeah, I used to own some boot cut jeans when they were the style of the times. Okay, I like them.
I don't know why you made a reference to skinny jeans earlier and had to include
because
my jean in it.
I've
never wore skinny jeans.
No, I didn't count. Time out. I didn't think you wore skinny jeans. I didn't think you wore it. I thought if I said I had a slim cut, if I just said, I had a tighter cut of jeans in chat, you would have been like, this old white man wearing skinny jeans to try to fit in. And I was trying to get ahead of that.
Ken, I have no bias in what people wear. Unlike you can wear whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good.
I don't agree with that.
It's your style.
I don't agree with that.
It's the right fit for you. I know you hate polos
and cargo shorts, man. Yeah, I don't think you should wear those. Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, whatever people feel comfortable with and what they want to wear is their style.
I think we got to have some rules.
Yeah, we live in a society.
Anyway, I see you, Kate. I see you, Kate Van D. Hello.
Kate Van D's, she's...
Yeah.
My take on this is just, how about guys? How about don't wear jeans? Jeans are for chicks, as Cal would say, and that's my
no. I'll wear jeans.
They're for cowboys
exclusively,
or cowboys. Sure. No, actually, that's even dumb. Who thinks like I get that we had to do it back in the early 1800s or late 1800s because technology, but like who wants to do manual labor in jeans? That sounds.
I agree.
Terrible.
There's some people that work out in jeans, like Robert F. Kennedy
like
Jr.
RFK. Right, exactly. I never want to wear jeans ever again. Like, why do we like jeans? They're stiff.
Okay, hold on. Ethan
said they're not comfortable.
Ethan, you can wear jeans. Steve's wrong. Steve's wrong about this. But
no, jeans are dumb. I'm sorry. I'm out.
What do you wear, Steve? Capris? What do you wear?
No, golf pants.
Dockers?
Like, give me golf pants all day. All the explain. It's 2026. We have like this material now that is like, okay, all the pants I wear now are either like Lululemon or I don't know what it's called. It's BYLT. It's this brand my sister started buying for me because my sister and my wife dress me because they make sure I don't like embarrass them in public. So I'm
okay with that.
Right?
I'm okay with that.
Right. So, but like it's a stretchy material, right? So jeans don't stretch at all. So it's like if I'm a 34, if I'm a 34-ish, it doesn't really matter. It allows that little bit of give. It has the right cut and the right kind of fit. Because again, guys, this baggy stuff is no bueno. Like slim cut stuff just looks better.
I agree. Let's stop you there. I agree. Anyone, not on I'm talking about the straight males going back to baggy. Okay,
yeah,
I'm making clear.
Straight white males. Yeah, I'm experience.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you're all making a mistake. Go watch the first season of Ghost Adventures. When they're all walking around in baggy Jankos, like go watch that. It's not timeless. It's of its time.
It's not. No.
Okay, but okay. So I'm and Michael has to wear flame retardant jeans. You see this? Where'd that go? Michael says I have to wear flame retardant rated jeans for work. That's a good pair of jeans.
I mean, okay, that again, work stuff is different. I just mean like out and about. Like I don't. So if I never have to wear jeans again, I will be so happy. They're just not comfortable.
I wear them to weddings. I wear them. My black jeans. I don't have a suit anymore. I wear them to weddings. But fancy.
Are y'all
done? Like, why wear something so uncomfortable?
Yeah. What do you got, Cal?
Are y'all done? All right. Now, jeans are part of the backbone of America. They are America. They're one of the things that the miners wore back in the day because jeans are more durable. Not probably.
They're durable. They're durable. They're nature's Kleenex.
Jeans are more durable. They're when you have to. I'm trusting that you, Steve, have, and probably you too, Ken. Maybe not as much. Have soft hands, which means y'all haven't really done any real work. And when you get down to do real work, you wear jeans.
First of all,
I do real work on this keyboard right here. Thank you.
I have the softest hands. I have the softest hands, Cal. In fact, when I shake people's hand, I see their reaction. I see their reaction.
Oh, I've heard you.
They like, but it's because I have a skincare routine, and almost every day these hands are got like a scrub on them to put on my face, and that's why they're so soft. That's why they're so soft.
Okay, I get it. But jeans are essential in work life. Now, if you want to go with don't have to be. They should be. They should be. Now I will give you Dickies cargo shorts as because all my overalls that I wear are Dickies.
Time out.
Because I'm loyal to Dickies.
Time out.
But Dickies
Time out.
Cargo pants are good for work as well.
Cargo pants are good if you want to be late for soccer practice for your kid. Cal, did you say you wear overalls?
Yes, I wear overalls. I have 4 sets of overalls that I wear exclusively to work, and I also wear them out and about. Because if you remember, in the '90s when hip hop was at its peak, you had people
one
like
strap
Tupac,
down, one strap down,
Naughty by Nature wearing them. So they're versatile. I can wear them out and then go to work, have them wear one strap down out doing my shopping, put that strap back on. Go to work.
See,
was the one-strapped backpack on the opposite side of the one-strapped overall, or did you do it on the same side as the one-strapped overall?
Okay. Cal, here's the thing. I'm fascinated by the overalls. I do think this goes down. I'm going to have to say it, Cal. This goes down a racial divide. White men cannot make overalls look cool. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, there's a lot of them here in East Tennessee because a lot of them are farmers.
I was gonna say,
but it's a different
is the
vibe.
Whitest thing Cal does, in my opinion.
But you know what I'm saying? The one strap down. It's very fashionable. I see Cal in overalls even outside of work. I don't bat an eye. If I see him somewhere else, I'm like, that mega fuck. If I see a white dude with a John Deere cap and overalls, I'm like, this guy. I don't. You know what I mean? Cal, am I right?
Well, I'll tell you what's funny about that, Ken, is that I'll be at the grocery store with my overalls on, and I'll have the your white cornbread farmer with the blue jean overalls and Carhartt, maybe John Deere hat on. Look at me like I'm faking the funk. You know what I mean? Like I'm
you're fake. Did you just say that you were faking that you're faking the funk?
Like I'm faking the funk. I work in a factory. I have just as much privilege to wear these overalls as a farmer does. Because
Cal, I've never met you in person. I've never met you in person, but I will go to bat for you that you do not fake the funk.
I never fake the funk. I'm always honest. Anyway, another thing, I know you're probably trying to get the hell out of here again, but I did want to touch on is that if like I'm 44, right? And y'all was talking about appearances earlier and all this stuff. And if I was not, if the fact that I wasn't bald and I have to shave my head to keep up like it's a choice, I've had people think that I was in my 20s, Ken, late 20s.
I believe it, Cal. I believe it. I
think it's because black doesn't crack.
That's what they say, Cal.
It's not what they say. It's true. You should see my father. My father still has a full head of hair. And
look at Ernie. Look, Steve, bring up pictures of Ernie Hudson now. Ernie Hudson present day. Ernie Hudson today.
Oh yeah, he looks like amazing. He's like 80 something, isn't he?
80 years old. We can't play the guessing
incredible.
game now.
Also, I have 2 more entries for our game really quick before Cal.
Okay, before we get out of here. And Cal will help
us. I want to make some guesses.
Yeah. Ernie Hudson.
Oh my God, you're right. He looks incredible.
That is an 80-year-old man. Yeah. By the way, this was not even one with his arms.
That's 2026. That's from February.
That's from February. 80. Cal, that man is 80.
Yeah.
He's in Grace and Frankie?
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all. You should see some of my cousins, my relatives. It's not surprising. I don't know what it is about
Ernie Hudson probably
about white people. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
What else you got? Our
skincare routines are not good. All right, here we go. I got 2 more before we go. Ready?
There we go. All
right, how old is Danny Glover in this picture?
Oh God,
This is Lethal Weapon in 1987. How old was Danny Glover?
When he was doing that, he was in his 30s, I think. When he was like, "I'm too old for this shit." I think he was like early 30s during that.
No, this is it. In 1987, this in Lethal Weapon. This is when he says it. I'm too old for this shit.
It's got a little gray in there. He's 42. I'm saying he's 42.
He's
10 says 42.
Michael says 39. David
30,
says
I'll say
37. Got
35.
40. What do you say, Cal? 35.
35.
Addie says 39. 40 says Kate Van D.
Danny
All right.
Glover is 40 years old in this picture.
40 years old.
40. That's a 40-year-old man in this picture. Kate Van D
That's
nailed it.
insane to me. Come on now. I'm too
All right,
old
I got
for
one
this
more.
shit. Okay.
I got one more. All right, one more. All right, this is 1993. Frasier, John Mahoney.
God.
How old is John Mahoney
Steve,
in this
this is a good
picture in Frasier in
Rest in peace.
1993?
Impossible. He's looked the same my
Rest in
entire life.
Yeah, he's in this. He's in 8 Men Out, I think. Great picture. 8 Men Out's a great baseball picture. I'm gonna say
1993.
Addie's close. Addie's going. Addie and Professor Addie and Brady
still
going to White
alive?
Room. Going Vermont Mike 56. I'm going 55. 55
55. Cow.
in that photo.
64.
Say anything.
64.
Kate is right. Say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. I want to go up some more because he's
Okay.
getting
You're
up
going
there.
64. I'm going 55. Okay, what do we got?
The answer is John Mahoney, 1993. Frasier. This man in this picture is 53 years old.
Wow, get the hell out of here. It's the shirt. It's the shirt and the pants. I'm telling you.
It's the fucking
the
chair is what it
hairstyle.
is.
I'm telling
Look
you.
at that chair.
The hairstyle
Yeah.
and the chair. If
The
you put
hairstyle.
him in a black t-shirt, if you put him in a black t-shirt and a beanie, 47.
He's trying to, Ken's trying to feel there's some self-insert going on there.
Yes, Steve. Yes. Hello, fellow students. You all make fun of the Steve Buscemi thing. It works.
Hey, that did
Telling
not
you.
work in that movie. Anyway, one last thing, Ken. I have to ask you. It won't get here. It won't get there to you.
Okay. You paid.
Ken,
You paid.
but
Yes.
What do you want? First of all, you need to make an Amazon wish list and make that shit public. So
There
people-
is a public one. There's a public
Oh,
one.
I
updated it.
haven't found it. I
I
haven't found
updated
it
it.
yet.
And there's not a ton
Very-
on it right now. I updated it. Yeah.
Well,
It's,
okay.
it's hard to put on Amazon rent money. It's hard to just put that on
Yeah,
Amazon.
I know.
Just Visa
you'd
gift
rather
cards,
have-
right? No.
I know you'd rather have money, Ken, but what is something that you want that you need for your birthday? What's something I can send to you? Anything.
Cal, I don't know. I started kind of packing up today to clear the house out. I'm not 100% moving. But it's looking like that's the case. And I threw away a lot of tea bags that were expired. Giggity. I don't really know, Cal. I'll be sincere if I think of something, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
All right, it might be too late. I might have already I might order something.
Did you?
for
You sent, but you sent me a knife. That's what you sent me, though.
Well, that was last year. That was for something else. I can't remember
okay.
what that was
Yeah.
for. This is your birthday, Ken. I want to send you something. I
Not
sent you
only
a
my
shirt.
birthday, it's my.
Yeah.
Addie says, "Can we Amazon groceries?" That's a great question because I'd take some groceries.
I wonder, is that possible? Can you send an Amazon grocery gift card to somebody?
I'm sure you can send a gift card. I don't know. Yeah, but Cal, I will sincerely think of an answer, and I'll let you know, or I'll put it up on the Amazon wish list. I'll see. Taylor says overalls, and Kate says Cal needs a segment. Every time Cal calls in, that is the Cal segment. That is the Cal segment.
It's a thing. Yeah.
This is a
James Avery, 1990.
Okay, James Avery. Here we go. This is the final one.
Oh shit.
James Avery. What season of Fresh
1990?
Prince is this?
This is, I think, season 1, 1990.
1990.
1990
Okay.
is probably one. Yeah, probably season one.
I'm going.
For reference, this is how old Jason Momoa and Ryan Gosling are right now.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So this is more Ryan
see, I
Gosling.
want-
early 40s, maybe.
I want to
40s.
age him. You got to give a year. I want to age him. I want to age him up a bit because of the beard. Because similar to me,
He's
like
got
you can
gray in
track.
it. He's got
You
gray.
can track kind of men's beards, but it doesn't mean you can't get more gray hair earlier or later. But it's just I'm with David, Channel 19. I'm going 47.
I'm still going to
Cal?
say 40. I'm still going to say 43. His skin, he's got that bald. I don't know. 43.
Okay.
James
Good one.
Avery in this picture is 45 years old.
Oh, I'm close.
We were
Okay.
both close. We were both close. 2
Taylor
years
says
off.
44.
You had it surrounded.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's crazy. All right, Cal, thanks for calling in, buddy.
All right, man. Well, hopefully I'll see. When was it? Thursday is the birthday stream, but your
we'll be
birthday
back
is what,
Monday, but we'll have a
Saturday?
birthday show. Yeah.
Producer Steve's cooking up some things for your Thursday birthday stream.
I'm
Just
excited.
just saying in the background. So make sure you
I'm
guys are
excited.
here for the Thursday birthday stream. We're gonna have a cast of characters, hopefully.
Oh wow, I'm excited.
Fortunately, I will be off Thursday, so I will be here. Hopefully,
Quit your job.
if all goes well.
Yeah. Okay. Good. If they schedule for that day, quit your job. Show up.
I'm not going to quit my.
Don't
anyway.
do that, Cal. That's
No.
not good advice. Don't do that.
Okay.
It's never going to happen.
Cal.
But anyways,
yes. All right. Thank you.
Both of y'all
Thank you.
have a good night. Whatever. I'll
Yep.
see you.
There you go.
Whatever.
That went nice. That went pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
That went pretty
I
nice.
mean, it's been worse.
It's been absolutely worse. That was a great show. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I had nothing planned for the show. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out on a silly Saturday. I finished my rum and diet, and we're going to have a good night. And appreciate it. Monday, we'll be back. Steve Stormtrooper mask is, or flask. What is it? Decanter?
It's a
What is
bottle.
it?
It's a bottle. It's just a bottle. It's not hard.
mine
Ken.
up there, too.
Bottle.
Monday, we'll see if we can cook something up. But Thursday will be the big birthday show. Steve's got some surprises that I legitimately do not know
Cooking some
about.
stuff up.
I'm
Yep.
trying to cook up some guests as well. But it'll be a lot of fun. And then next Sunday, I turn 50. 50 years old, Steve. Hold on to your utes. Hold on to your youthful ages, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for super chats to help the show. Oh, I did want to acknowledge this one from Alan Smithy. My grandfather headed the project to invent the crawler transporter at NASA. Very impressive. He was also a racist. Racist as F. Spoiled space stuff for me. Thank you for the super chat, Alan Smithy. Appreciate that. Sorry about your grandfather. That's it. Oh, music. Oh, I just restarted the music again. The show's going to end all over again. That's it. We'll see you next time. Bye.